Hello all, and welcome to another summary for our Rebirth game, a V20 system. So, we had started with people waking up across the city, starting with their morning hunts and organizing their day before heading off. Arthur, making his plans to go visit the Mystic, picked up the package from Josephine, delivered by her ghoul. This uncertain creature was out of place among public, but with the package picked up, Arthur contacted Jack to look at the cafe and was off out of the city to see the Mystic. Heading to beyond the city, Arthur encountered a man in the woods in a cabin that did not exist. After some conversation with this man, the delivery of the package gave some information. One, as far as he knows, the witches are the ones responsible, or at least someone is, some kind of witching coven. The time lost is another world, taking people from this one, removing the unnatural, putting them in some kind of suspended thing. And finally, that there should be effigies to destroy to either stop this or prevent the paralysis and freezing while there. With that, Arthur exchanged names. The man gave me the name Oak, not wanting to give his true one, and returned to the city. Meanwhile, Jack and Marge met up. Deciding they were going to spy on the witches, they went to the cafe and followed them out in the early time of the morning. Going to a river in the city, as they followed them, they started taking out some strange stuff, old texts and books bound in leather, crystals, and other things. Jack had analyzed their auras, learning a great deal of information, but the biggest one is that they sparkled at this sight. Something unusual. With that, Jack caused a distraction with a bullet fired into the night as Marge moved through them, grabbing one of these books and disappearing as the two escaped before anything could happen. Jack made his way back to the industrial area, which we'll get to soon. Meanwhile, Victoria and Joey decided they needed to defeat this elder. Trying to put their heads together and getting slightly distracted over a dispute of territory with Jack, Victoria and Joey eventually headed off to where the ritual site was. Looking around, they found some freshly buried dirt. Within, they had found several heads buried in a large crate, and defeated the three that escaped, putting them in a torpor or staking, paralyzing them, before trying to figure out where to go. They called the taxi, started blood binding, and knocked out the taxi, taking them to the elder in the roadhouse. The elder consumed these bodies, suspected Diablerie involved, restored herself. As she told the tale, she had lost track of where everyone existed. She was confused and disoriented and could not find food until she found a six-legged deer, which after consuming sent her into a spiral of confusion. She thinks this will last for days, if not weeks, though she can't be certain. The blood seems to have stabilized her for now, and the lot is headed to Elysium. Meanwhile, Rose woke up in her sire's club. Her sire's still there. They went to Elysium to assert her sire's dominance. Dealing with those coming and going, Rose felt she was not able to help there. Her sire suggested that she try and restock some of the blood dolls, convincing some mortals to be fed upon either one way or another. Rose gathered some people from a dive bar and took them back to her sire's more upscale club. They did not fit, but by the end of the night she had begun to ghoul some of them, hoping to use the power of blood bond to make them good choices for herd. And afterwards, hearing others were going to Elysium, headed there. We will get back to Elysium next session. However, Marge went into the sewers and started looking at this book. It seemed to do something with druids and the unnatural, though most of the information there seemed to be irrelevant or so outdated that it had been proven wrong by science. Meanwhile, Jack encountered Ivy, who had been to the Elysium earlier looking for the gangrel and now was searching for Arthur. She cornered the caitiff and started asking where he was, a bit more aggressively than probably necessary. Arthur eventually seen the two and connected with them, discussing on what to do next. They decided they might head to Elysium. And with that, that was Sessional. I hope everyone has a great couple weeks, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.